Good morning, everybody. Today is December 24th, so tomorrow is Christmas. This season went so fast, it's ridiculous. Beginning of the month, I was like, everything's going so slow, I have all this time, and then it was like, boom, Christmas is a week away, Christmas is a couple days away, and now it's Christmas is tomorrow. So, I'm wearing my Christmas shirt. Tomorrow I have a surprise for, well, actually no, Matt knows about it, but I bought these at around Thanksgiving and they still had slim pickings, but at Target I got us all matching Christmas pajamas. We're one of those people now. So these have dinosaurs on them. I got one for Matt, me, Paul, and Mo. And the one I got for Mo is a little too big, which actually makes it even more funny. But what Matt doesn't know is one of his big presents was an LL Bean bathrobe. So he can cover his up if he's embarrassed to be in his pajamas all day. But I'm not. I'm going to rock mine unless it's too cold down here. I'll have a cardigan on. But anyway, so the schedule for today is, I went over earlier what we're doing for Christmas Eve dinner. We are having spiral ham that is in the fridge defrosting. Frozen mashed potatoes that I made a few weeks back. I need to take those out so to defrost. Dinner rolls that I made a few weeks back. I need to take some of those out to defrost, but I'm definitely making green beans. So we have that, that's dinner. It's pretty easy. It's just reheating things, which is wonderful. And then I promised him that I'd make a bûche de Noël or a Yule log cake, which I can't believe I'm making more dessert. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to have the recipe. Never done that before, but I'm going to have the recipe so it's just a little Yule log stump, I guess. I don't want a lot of dessert. We still have a ton of cookies, we have a ton of fudge, we have a ton of candied pecans, and January health month is coming. So I'm going to try to do a half one, and I'm going to just use different components of a recipe, not one recipe. I don't really want a Yule log cake with frosting inside and frosting on the outside, though that does sound delicious. I want something a little less sweet just because of everything that we've been eating. So I'm thinking of the chocolate Yule log sponge, and then I'm going to make like a cream cheese frosting. So I need to take the cream cheese out. And then I have some dark chocolate and a little bit of heavy cream if it's still good. So I think I'm going to make a ganache to put over those. So not as sweet, hopefully. So that's dessert. And then also today is Paul's 11-month birthday. He's 11 months. I can't believe we're so close to him turning a year. It is insane. I heard the saying one time that the days drag on, but the years fly by. So to take that down a little bit, the days drag on, but the months fly by. It's like you are like classifying them as week old, week old, week old, week old, and then I don't know when I stopped doing that. And then every Friday evening, I used to be like, oh, this is when he was born. It's almost 10 o'clock when Paul was born. And then I stopped doing that. And then people ask me how old he is, and I have to think of how many months he is. It's crazy. So I thought I'd share just a couple little things Paul's done in the last month. Because what I do, this is very official, I take on my phone, I have the Notes app open, and I literally have Paul's updates, and then I just put the month that he is, 10 months, and then by date I list little things. And then I eventually update like I have a baby book with pictures, and I have a calendar of his first months that I kind of put him in, but I need to print this in case I lose it. So 10 months, so that's from the end of November to today. I have a lot of stuff. At the end of November, he started eating off a fork, which he's getting really good with his fork skills. We're going to start working on spoon skills. Santa might have bought him a baby bowl, so we're going to start with things like applesauce, oatmeal, yogurt. Oh my God, the end of November, he started blowing raspberries. He was blowing raspberries early on and then stopped, and then he's like really into it now. So he does it all the time, and he does like this face, like total focus when he does it. I'll see if I can capture him doing it today. He started brushing his own hair. So you give him a little brush and he will brush his own little hair, which is so sweet. He just started doing it because I brush his hair in the morning and then at night and after baths, and I give the brush to him to try to keep him occupied, and he was, doing the motion. This month he started drinking out of his sippy cup by himself. So he likes to put it in the little cup holder on his tray, and he will grab it with both hands and actually drink out of it. So he's been doing awesome at that. I do give him the open cup too, but out of laziness, I know if I give him that cup, it's just gonna make a water mess. So out of laziness, I've been giving him the sippy cup more than the open cup, but he's doing it on his own, which is amazing. So then in December, he started liking car toys, and I talked about this in his in the What I Got Paul for Christmas video. So I got him 3 little Melissa and Doug wooden cars, and they like stack, because a lot of the car toys seem geared towards older babies or toddlers, and Paul's still little, so I think he's really gonna love these. Right now he has 2 cars. He has a car in a little wooden Montessori set that I got, and another car in a plastic toy set that Paul got for, I think, maybe my shower or when he was born. And he will like isolate those 2 toys, grab them, and he actually rolls them. It's so sweet. I don't know how they know how to just do things. I feel like we don't give babies enough credit for how smart they actually are. So I think he'll be really excited to get those. Paul started sitting up, so he's still not crawling, but I don't care. Paul does what he wants when he wants. I'm not pushing him to do anything. He's fine. Our pediatrician's not worried about it. But this month he started sitting up both ways. So he will be sitting up and go onto his belly, and then he'll be on his belly and sitting up. Right now I can see him, he's in his crib and he's sitting up. So he's learned this skill. He's gotten a lot more stable. He still has had a couple spills. So sometimes if you'll see videos of him, I have pillows around him to try to prevent him from whacking his head on the floor. But he's so like scooting all over the place that sometimes by the time I look at him, he's not even by those pillows anymore. So he started doing that. And he starts going from the sit to leaning over, and then he's like on all fours for a couple seconds, and then we'll sit down. So we're getting close. I'm not rushing it. So 2 other things that he started doing was pointing. So if I say, where's Dada or where's Momo, and one of those 2 is in the room, he will point. And then he likes to point to other things. So he's been loving the tree. He has his ornament, and there's an ornament of a Springer Spaniel that I have on the tree, and he loves to point at those. I have a light up red truck from, I think I got that at Cracker Barrel, that Paul loves, so we'll go close and he'll point to that. So it's really sweet, and I've been trying to work with that. So if he points to something, I make sure I say like, ooh, what are we looking at? Oh, you're looking at a cup, things like that. You know, just working on child development. But that was really sweet. He starts pointing to things. And then my favorite, he started giving kisses, kind of. So I will be up in his face and be like, can you give me a kiss? And sometimes he just leans his forehead to my lips, which is so cute. But I have gotten a couple times where he's actually put his lips to mine, which is so cute. And a couple days ago, he gave Matt a kiss. So, all right, so that's all my updates for Paul. I hear him crying. He wants to get up. Let me go get him, and then we'll be back later. Good afternoon, everybody. It is 2 o'clock. I tried to put this little guy down. Took me an hour to get him to sleep. And he slept, instead of in my arms like this, he slept here on my chest for 2 hours. That's okay. I was watching the new George Clooney movie on Netflix, which is actually pretty good. And then he woke up, of course, like there's 10 minutes left. So I'll finish that tonight. But I was looking online and I found allrecipes.com. Good, so I can link it below. It's just a recipe for a chocolate Yule log, and it looks very similar to what I want to do. I'm going to make the little munchkin lunch. Heat something up for me and make this Yule log now while it's 2 o'clock. And I think I'm also going to check on the ham. If the ham isn't thawed completely, I'm going to shove it in the fridge in some water to hopefully speed that along. I have a recipe I'll link below as well for sixsistersstuff.com to do it in the Instapot. I think it takes 4 minutes and then it can just hang out. And there's a glaze of like brown sugar, honey, Dijon mustard, and something else. And I liked how she basically, mine's a spiral cut ham, so the slice is already cut. She kind of took a basting brush and kind of basted between in between the little ham pieces, which seems a little intense, but looked delicious. So I would like to try that, get that in. I have no idea what time Matt's coming home. It's super cold and rainy and dark. There's a couple little Amazon gifts for this guy that have been coming through from friends and family that I think I'm just gonna put in gift bags, and then when we have Zoom calls with them tomorrow, we can just easily like, ta-da, type thing. So I think we have 4 Zoom calls tomorrow. So we're going to wake up. I told Matt he's not gonna play in his crib. I usually let him play for like half hour, 45 minutes. As soon as he wakes up, we're gonna get him up, I'm gonna feed him. We're doing those cinnamon rolls for breakfast, so I'm just putting them in a 350 oven for 10-15 minutes and breakfast is done. Fruit, coffee, water, done. So while the buns are in the oven, getting a little warm, we're gonna open up all our presents. I'm gonna film all that. Then while we're eating breakfast or after breakfast, I'm not sure, we're gonna Zoom with my sisters and my parents. Then it should be nap time. And then we'll Zoom with Matt's parents. I don't know if my sister-in-law and brother-in-law are gonna be on that one or not, so we might have a separate one with them. And then we have friends that we are gonna do a Zoom with as well in the afternoon. And then dinner. So now do you know why I don't wanna have Christmas dinner tomorrow? So All right, enough talking. Let me get baking and get the ham in the Instant Pot, and we are gonna have some Christmas Eve dinner.
Dear, the forecast ain't clear, so will you please light my way and lead this old man's sleigh? I said, Rudolph, my friend, once more will you lend your red nose, or heaven knows how this sleigh ride will end. My man, you're the only one who can save the day. Say yea or nay. Now will you pull my sleigh? My boy, now don't you act so coy. Let us go and fill all the little children's hearts with joy. Rudolph, my dear, you know the forecast ain't clear, so will you please light the way and lead old Santa sleigh? Let's do it one more time, one more time. Yeah! Somebody help me now! Pretty please, don't be such a tease. Let's have some fun and go make this a Merry Christmas for everyone. Merry Christmas for everyone. Merry Christmas for everyone.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, oh. Lay there with me under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace.
Okay, so I just wanted to give you an update on this guy. It was really good, not too sweet, but I had to make a couple changes. So the cream cheese, I didn't actually use regular cream cheese. I used whipped cream cheese because we had some and I wanted to use it up, and I just used double the amount of the recipe. I'll list everything below in the description box. And my cream went bad, so I didn't make the ganache top, and I just put some cocoa powder on top and it was perfect. And also my guy cracked, but it's fine, it tasted great. So dinner is delicious. I have a ton of ham left over, and I kept the ham bone because I'm going to make split pea soup either this weekend or early next week sometime. So I need the ham bone for that. So other than that, we are getting ready to put Paul down for the night. Then me and Matt are going to come downstairs and play Santa Claus. And I think I'm going to take a nice long shower and read in bed and go to sleep. Merry Christmas, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow.